The major new developments today in the Kaylee Anthony case are raising a lot of new questions. Specifically, what could happen now after word air samples taken from the trunk of the missing girl's mother's car showed the scent of human decomposition? Joining us now is criminal justice professor and former police chief. You actually teach at Seminole Community College, Dr. Richard Weinblatt. Let's talk about, can folks prosecute someone like Casey or Casey herself for murder if they don't actually have a body in the wake of this new evidence?
Well, Beth, as we've discussed before, they have done it before in history. It's not something that happens often, and it's kind of hard because, you know, we're dealing with two different things here. There's the court of public opinion and there's the court of law, and they have to reach that burden of proof beyond a reasonable doubt. And that's a higher standard.
You know, I mean, if there is no body, how would they try to, prosecute someone on a charge like this?
Yeah, well, what they're going to need to do is they're going to need to connect it up with other information that they have, some of which we know about, some of which most likely we don't know about, because in common investigator tactics to keep some information back, and they're doing a good job, you know, handling the investigation, so my belief is they're doing that. But they put that all together, and then they have to figure out if they did charge him, there's not just a simple charge of murder, they have to figure out what level. Was there intent? Was there malice? Was it something that maybe happened out of passion, a spur-of-the-moment type of thing? These are all different levels of charge of what people commonly classify as murder.
Two-pronged question here. A, do you think she can be sent back to jail? And B, what would the process be now for investigators if everything that's come to light in the last 24 hours is true?
Well, she can be sent to jail, back to jail, obviously, if she violates the condition of her bond. And that's something that her bonds person, Mr. Padilla, would be looking at, and that's also something that the courts would be looking at, the state's attorney's office would be looking at. So if she violates the condition of the bond, they can do that. And of course, if new information comes up that makes her into more of a flight risk or, what have you, then again, that violates one of those conditions of her bond, and sure, they could send her back.
Dr. Richard Weinblatt, professor, criminal justice at Seminole Community College.